Hi everyone, and welcome to this practice. As you can see, I'm surrounded by pillows because we're going to make a little pillow fort that's going to be our cloud. We're going to go into a cloud. This practice of restoring, of being very, very, very soft and still, has been one of the most profoundly and mysteriously effective and healing practices that I've done personally in moments of hitting a wall or being burnt out, experiencing some kind of sickness, experiencing a deep, deep fatigue. It has a way of allowing my body and my body's intelligence and your body's intelligence to have some space and time to sort through some things. That's how I think of the restorative practice, because when we're always kind of on the go and doing things and reading things and working on things, all the tasks that we have on a daily basis, we're constantly driving our body to utilize precious energy kind of for output. So the restorative practice lets that reverse, lets it flip. We do nothing. We just allow, get really, really, really heavy. If you're feeling tired, you let yourself feel tired. If you're feeling emotions, you let those emotions be there. Whatever is there, you allow it to be there, and you allow it to be there as it is, not trying to change it or modify it or fix it. No fixing, zero fixing. This practice is not about fixing. It's about being and allowing the intelligence of our body to kind of recalibrate. So all these pillows, if you don't have this many pillows, that's okay. You could just use 2 pillows. I'm going to use this one under my knees. You could use one of these under your knees. And the other pillows I'm putting at the top of the mat. So you can experiment, because basically you want to make the pillow fort that allows you to feel like the most supported ever. So this one under the knees, and then I'm just going to lie back on these 3. So set up your pillow fort, get in it, make any adjustments that you need to make so that you can really feel like you're in a cloud. And so in this practice, there's nothing fancy. But actually, internally, it can be amazingly profound what happens when we let ourselves really stop. Now, do a scan through your body, through your face, looking for any areas where you're holding, contracting, unnecessarily. And we could say that could be all areas of holding. Because if you're doing this practice, you're not needing to brace necessarily, like you're going to fall over or or like you're being chased by an animal or something. But often, even though these kinds of threats aren't present, we still brace ourselves. So let's do a bit of a de-bracing. So everywhere you direct your attention, imagine that your attention is like warm sunshine, and it immediately starts to soften your tissues. So shed your awareness through your face, through every cell, through your gums and your tongue, your jaw, your upper palate and lower palate. your throat, up into your brain, and spend a little time in your brain. Imagine softening, bringing some ease to your brain. Imagine that when you soften your brain, you can feel the effects of that throughout your whole body, like an expansive relaxation. And then into your shoulders, shoulder blades, collarbones, your pec muscles, your upper arm bones, your elbows, forearms, wrists, and your hands. All of your finger joints, the tips of your fingers, your sternum, lungs, heart, your solar plexus, stomach. Imagine even softening your liver, kidneys, your intestines, the layers of your abdominal muscles, the beautiful layers of the muscles along your spine and back body, your pelvis, so your hips, hip joints, your glute muscles, your butt, your pelvic floor. Imagine softening all of these muscles so your whole pelvis sinks more into the earth. Soften the fronts of your thighs and the sides, both lateral and also your inner thighs, and the backs of your legs. Your knees, and your lower legs, your calf muscles, your outer shins, the inner parts of your shins, and the fronts. Your ankles, relax your ankles. The arches of your feet, the balls of your feet, the heels of your feet, your toe pads, in between your toes, and the tops of your feet. Now feel your whole body as one complete, unified, intelligent system, and let your whole body drop into gravity. Now, any particular physical sensation that you're experiencing that's rising up to the surface, let yourself go into the physical expression of that without pasting any labels on it. So just feeling rather than categorizing or analyzing. And trust that your body is working to balance, is doing its little dance of calibrating all of the various aspects. And balance is happening. And sometimes balance means we have to have an experience of going out of balance to find a new balance. So wherever you feel that you're pivoting or your body is pivoting, in this moment, just let that be. And just keep sinking into the earth. And as you get more physically still, notice how all the little tiny sensations become more apparent. See if you can feel any kind of warm glow, like a cozy sensation of warmth. And snuggle yourself into that feeling. Let yourself be comforted by the cozy feeling that your body generates. And sometimes it can only be found like in the tip of a finger. But wherever you find it, go right into it, like you're crawling into a hot bath. Now, as you go into the feeling of warmth, wherever you found it, continue to feel your body getting heavier and heavier. And if you feel tired right now, let yourself feel so tired, like as tired as possible. Or as heavy as possible. Whatever the feeling is that is arising, let yourself feel it as much as possible. Surrender to it rather than fight or effort. Now begin to become aware of your breath. Maybe your breath feels like more dense, like it's kind of heavy and is dropped down. Like a warm liquid. Maybe your breath is like hardly moving right now. It's very subtle. However your breath is, just feel it as it is. And now you may want to stay here longer. So your body will tell you if you do, you'll have a feeling like you can't move. So if that's the feeling you feel, then stay. You want to stay in this position until you feel a deep sense of kind of bouncing back, like a little rejuvenation happens from going so deeply into stillness and allowance. If you are ready to move, then you can begin to bring little bits of movement to your toes and fingers. And then stretch your arms over your head and reach your toes away from your fingers. Take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just drop everything. And then bend your knees and roll to a side. And pause here, get really, really melted, or stay really, really melted and soft. Stay here longer or come up to a seat. And try to keep your eyes closed if you can, so you can stay inside. And place your hands onto your thighs and relax your legs into the earth and your pelvis into the earth. And grow your spine up, but from deep within, so that the growth might not even be seen from outside, but you can feel like little tiny sprouts of growth inside. Your spine slowly, slowly growing like a vine. Let your seat be kind of easy. And sometimes that's like just a mental switch where we just take the pressure off, so that your seat sitting can become, in a way, a place of rest. Now observe any changes and look for the more subtle ones, like the little ones. They don't need to be really drastic to be powerful. Does your mental atmosphere, does it appear any different? Did anything change? Can you feel more space anywhere in your body, in your mind, in your emotional body? Did you catch any little insights in your incubation, in your restoration? And do you feel like your body was able to digest and process anything that it's been needing to or wanting to? You're welcome to stay here and just continue to simmer, or to lie down and rest some more, integrate. Thank you for doing this little 15 or so minute reboot. I hope you feel some little bits of changes just from stopping everything and doing actually nothing. So thank you so much for taking this class with me, and I'll see you soon.